Barcelona City FM 107.3.
So here we are for Barcelona City FM in Palau Sant Jordi. We are backstage, and tonight we are going to be attending the I Love the 90s party. And what better person to interview than the iconic Penny from Snap, because all I remember from the 90s is really those whopper songs that were belted out by those wonderful pipes of yours. And it's just an absolute honour to talk to you. So how are you, Penny?
I'm having a good time. I'm absolutely geeked up already. I'm doing great.
Well, listen, Penny, firstly, we have to mention the footwear because you're coming in rocking it.
My goodness. Yes, they are the
blintastic.
Gucci sneakers. They're very sparkly, especially in the sun. I like them.
Fantastic. So Penny, tell us, what's it like doing this all over again?
Well, it's great knowing that after all these years that you still have the same impact on people. That's the thing that really gets me, is that how much power I have with what I do, and the most important thing is whether you use that power for good or for evil, and to make sure to stay on the good side of things.
Sure. But hey, it's not always easy to stay on the good side, as some of our celebrity colleagues would tell us.
Well, it's easy for me to a degree. Until it comes to the finances, then it becomes difficult. Then you have to pray to God for patience, because if He gives you strength, you're going to need bail money to go with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, so when we look back in the day, tell us, what are your memories of 25 years ago when you were top of the charts around the world?
Well, one huge memory is opening for Falco on the east side of Germany before the wall came down for 350,000 people.
Wow.
That was a huge memory. Glastonbury, being amongst the great unwashed, was another great memory. And I mean, there's so many things, there was so much going on when Snap hit. I was working with Soul to Soul, I was working with Massive Attack, I was doing a lot of stuff. I was actually living in England, hanging out with my best friend, Sunita. Don't tell anyone.
Love Sunita.
Love Sunita.
I do, yeah.
And so it was just all, it was all crazy. It was a bunch of jumbled up everything, but a bunch of jumbled up goodness.
Fabulous stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, Penny, obviously Snap has seen a few little transformations over the years, a couple of facelifts and whatnot, but Jessie has joined you for the past 3 years, correct?
Yeah.
And what's it like with the chemistry between you two? Because obviously it's quite an important element within the image and the sound and the brand of Snap. So what's it like for you?
Well, I knock him around a little bit.
Good on you.
But
Yeah, no, he needs it.
No, because he's gonna, but just so that he understands what an important brand and how iconic this thing is and how important it is to reach the people. Because so many people think you just get up there and you just kind of bobble around.
Yeah.
And it's so much more than that. It's spiritual, and it's all energy and how you reach the people. So Jessie's great. It's weird because I have to. There's so many things that I have to consider, because this person that I'm traveling with, we're almost married. I mean, we spend more time together than married people. So I have to make sure their character is good, that they're not going to get out there and sort of knock me off the stage and go, "It's me," you know what I mean, or that kind of thing, or whether they show up on time. And Jesse's half German, so he's never late. Thank God, those are important things that people don't realize, are so important.
God, absolutely. Now, obviously, when you come on a tour like this, it's an opportunity also to reconnect with some of the stars from that era, from the 90s.
Oh, yeah. It's like summer camp.
Which of those, so you mentioned one or two, which of those 90s stars did you get to know?
Well, well, there's a lot of us that travel around a lot together, and one is Technotronic. Jenny from Ace of Base, I love her.
We met her earlier today. She's a beautiful woman.
She could sing me to sleep every night. I love her. There's a lot of people that you kind of get close to, and then there's people that you see all the time, and then some people that you sort of hate running into, but. you know, it's good. It's like summer camp, you know. We get to see each other in the summer, and everybody, all of us have been in this business collectively over like 200 or 300 years, I'm thinking, you know, if you add all the years up. And so, you know, you come in, you do what you got to do, you make sure that everybody else is taken care of, and it's lovely, you know, we all get it done.
Okay, I've got another question for you. I mean, you are quick to demonstrate your own dance moves up on the stage.
Oh, hell yes.
So we want to know, when you're in your bedroom alone and the curtains are closed, what song are you dancing to?
Now, when I'm at home, like I don't listen to music at home.
Oh.
I don't listen to music at all unless I'm on the plane or I'm working. I'm a television person. But lately I've totally been into the like gospel music from my church. I'm from Church of God in Christ, which is like the church scene in the Blues Brothers movie. You know, it's like, go Jesus, go Jesus, go Jesus. So I've been really doing a lot of that, like YouTubing my church, like, and it's just really invigorating. It's really positive, and it's really just lovely for me to see a lot of people happy in the same place at the same time, and it just happens to be where all the greatest musicians and singers come from.
And listen, Penny, one last question.
Yeah.
What's the one thing that you miss from the 90s that we've lost these days? Or is there something that you're glad that you got rid of that we do now in this day and age?
Honey, I was in the 90s. Of course, I left Snap when Snap was still big because Turbo B and I couldn't get along. But I went to Hollywood, and I would just say that there are tons of things about Hollywood in the 80s and 90s that I'm so glad to be delivered from, I will tell you. You know, there's a lot of things, you know, I mean, my best friends were like Shaka Khan, Rick James, and George Clinton.
Of course.
So just use your imagination on the things that I'm very grateful to be away from and the things that I'm grateful for today.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Penny. Awesome. And break a leg for tonight.
Yeah. Awesome.
With you.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Barcelona City FM.
Penny, thanks so much.
Barcelona City FM 107.3.